So good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. We welcome you all to the Sixsenses Learning and Rehabilitation Parent Education Program Series 1. Today's topic for the day is monetary asset. The name suggests like your child's attention and concentration is as important as money. It's very hard to earn, but very easy to lose. Let's understand what's attention and what's motivation in scientific terms. Motivation is a driving force that helps us initiate and maintain certain behaviors needed to achieve our goals. For kids, a force that helps them to keep going even when things are tough. For example, to wake up a kid in the morning, it's very tough for them, right? But as soon as you use the word chocolate milk or the word chocolate, they will just wake up by themselves. Similarly, what's attention? Attention is a cognitive process that allows us to choose and concentrate on relevant stimuli, right? For example, how your child only pays attention to the word ice cream or chocolate and ignores everything else that you speak. Am I able to relate to you all? I want you all to use the chat box that's there below to answer this question. What are some forces that keeps you going in life? For example, mine are when I wake up every day in the morning, what motivates me? I would say first is my goal, second would be my family, third it's just the money that I get from whatever I'm doing, so etc etc. These are few things that makes me wake up early in the morning and keep going throughout the day. Can you all use the chat box and answer this for me? What are some forces that keeps you going in life? Let's try and make it more interactive. Kids. Okay. உங்களுக்கு என்ன motivate பண்ணுவோம் on an everyday basis? That you wake up and you go for your job, you work hard, you want to, what is there? Yes, responsibilities, family. So someone is able to relate to what I'm saying, that her son is attentive to the word chocolate and ice cream alone. I understand your pain, man. Ambitions, yes. What else? Come on, we are a very small crowd. If we all interact, it will be more interesting. I have a lot to give. Love, that's a beautiful answer. Okay, I have a few. My family, yes. So you all have said family, ambition, responsibilities, love are few of the motivating factors that motivates you on an everyday basis, right? Let's see. So these are some forces that keeps you going in life. Family, like you all said, money, life goals, dreams, the survival, like every day you have to survive on a survival factor, the weekends, the holidays that we all get, then the special days, birthdays, marriage anniversaries, or any special days help motivates us to keep going in life. Now let's see what are some motivating factors that you think motivates children on an everyday basis, that keeps them energized throughout their day. Again, you can use your chat box or you can unmute yourself and let's understand what are some motivating factors of children. Yes. You all can switch on your videos. Yes, sir. What are some motivating factors of children? First, toys, yes. Chocolates, ice cream, yes, Rebecca ma'am. Storytelling books, appreciations we give them. Very right. Dad's voice in the morning and wakes up to get ready. That's very nice. Is he afraid or it is just he likes it? Sorry, ma'am. Friends, yes. He loves it. That's very nice. No one said ice cream, going to school. Oh, that's motivating. Really nice. Family outing, playing, yes. Okay. Let's see, according to research, what are few motivating factors of children. As you all said, parents, yes, they are some motivating factors of children. Chocolates, food, juice, ice cream, cake, outings, playing, getting dirty are few motivating factors of your children. Now, I'm going to just a minute. Yes, now we are going to do an activity. I want all of you to pay attention to this activity and count the number of times the ball touches the ground. So I'm going to show you a video, right? I want you to count the number of times the ball touches the floor. Are you all ready? Show a thumbs up or anything. Yes. So I'm going to share the screen now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I am audible.
Yes, you're audible, ma'am.
மேம் இப்போ வந்து நம்ம எவ்வளவுதான் என் பையன் வந்து ப்ளே பண்றான் எல்லாமே பண்றான் மேம். பட் இருந்தாலும் வந்து இந்த சம்டைம்ஸ் இந்த பசங்களை பார்த்து அந்த காப்பிங் பிஹேவியர் வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு பிஹேவியர் நார்மல் சைல்ட்ஸ் வந்து பண்ணிட்டு விட்டுடுறாங்க. பட் இவன் அதை காப்பி பண்ணிட்டு ரிப்பீட்டடா அதை மாத்துறதுக்கே வந்து ஒரு 10 days 1 month ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட வேண்டியதா இருக்கு மேம். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து கண்டினியூஸா வந்துட்டே இருக்குமா?
Ma'am, I'll take all your questions at the end of the session. Is that okay? உங்களுக்கு क्वेश्चन எனக்கு புரிஞ்சிருச்சு மேம். நான் எண்ட்ல ஆன்சர் பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
ஓகே மேம். another one question மேம்.
எஸ் மேம், நீங்க எல்லா क्वेश्चंसே கேளுங்க. நாங்க நம்ம லாஸ்ட்ல क्वेश्चंस எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகே மேம்?
ஓகே மேம்.
இது
மேம் இப்போ
எஸ் மேம்.
இப்போ வந்து மேம் ஏதாவது மேம் ஆன்டிபயோட்டிக் வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன்.
Excuse me. Question at the end of the session, please. Questions கடைசியா கேளுங்கப்பா. முதல்ல அவங்கள பேச விடுங்க, அப்புறம் கடைசியா கேளுங்க.
ஓகே ஓகே மேம்.
Okay, okay.
Thank you so much. Okay. Let's come back to the session. I want you all to count the number of times the ball touches the floor. Are you all ready? Let's go. Okay. Yes, I want answers now. How many times did the ball touch the floor?
Is it 30?
30 maybe, okay. Okay, so that was actually not what I wanted you all to observe. What I wanted you all to focus on, were you all able to notice that the ball changed its shapes? were you all able to observe that the background was also changed during the uh, video?
Yes.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. That means you're the only one paying attention, sir. But didn't focus on it though. Yes. So that's my point. That's today's topic. That how do we bring back our attention and concentration? How do we divide our attention and how do we focus on things? We only focus on things that we were asked to or we want to, and we ignore other things. So let's see how kids are motivated and pay attention to these small details also. Okay, let me share my screen again. Yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Just see all these pictures. The pictures all observe pananga. And think of a time. What does it remind you of? What does this picture remind you of? These pictures. Are you able to relate to these pictures in some kind?
Is it a family time?
Okay, family time. Actually, sir, family time, yes. But when was the most family time spent? Yes. Lockdown.
During lockdown.
Yes.
COVID.
Yes, COVID, lockdown. Yes, that's what this pictures describe. Can you all tell me now, Ungal, the motivational factor enna, like during the lockdown, what kept you motivated throughout the day? Since the world was shut, we could not go out or we were not able to spend time with others, neighbors, nobody. We were just restricted in our four walls. Anything we wanted, it was only the four wall that was our homes, right? So at the time, enna motivate pannanga ungalku? What motivated you? Yes, sir. Please unmute yourselves and talk. It's fine.
நம்ம வீட்லயே கேம்ஸ் ப்ளே பண்றது அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம் மேம் லாக்டவுன்ல.
Okay, so that kept you motivated on an everyday basis. அது உங்களுக்கு daily like wake up பண்ணனும், daily wake எழுந்திட்டு பண்ணனும் அது. Trying new things, also spend time with family. Okay, try new things. One day everything will be back to normal. Family together, work from home, child is alone, online courses. Okay, so these are few things that kept you motivated throughout the COVID times. Routine by itself. Okay. What do you think was your child's motivation? Like for children, since they like outings, they like going out, they like to eat ice creams, chocolates, adallam mudiyadu. So what was your kids' motivation throughout the COVID time? Yes, ma'am. Anshu, ma'am. You can unmute yourself and talk.
Giving attention and playing with the kids.
Giving affection.
Attention.
Attention. Okay. Yes, sir. Parents would attention, one thing. No school, second. Where in now? Like, he doesn't have to.
More family time.
Okay, more family time. What else? Where in now? Online classes, friends, meeting friends in online classes. Okay.
டிராயிங் பண்ண வைக்கிறது, அப்புறம் பெயிண்டிங்,
Drawings, paintings, art activities at home.
ஆமா மேம். அப்புறம் ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங்காக ஏதாவது பிக்சர்ஸ் மேக் பண்றது.
Storytelling activities. Okay. Mobile, computer, TV. Yes, that was the most, I think that is the only one major motivating factor for every kid during the lockdown. Since online classes were also there, so they were always indulged in some kind of screen time, either TV or laptops or mobile phones for enjoyment purposes or for studying purposes. Right? Yes, you're all there right now. So for kids, TV screen time is the major motivating factor, right? Now let's see what is the attention span of all all age groups. So the attention span increases 2 to 4 to 5 minutes every year. So for example, a 6-month old will only have an attention span of 1 to 2 minutes, whereas a 3-year-old 6 to 10 minutes, whereas a 18-year-old's attention span is 36 to 54 minutes. So what does this span of attention table says is that you can take your 18-year-old to a movie without worrying about his attention, but you cannot take your 3-year, 4-year, or a 5-year-old to a movie because he has a lesser attention span. Right? Okay. Now let's come to the motivating factors. There are few motivating factors that motivates children, motivates you, right? For example, you all said your ambition, your goal, those are some personal motivating factors like financial independency. So for kids, the personal cues are getting rewards. What are some social motivating factors? Your words of appreciation, the compliments that you get, the efforts that you put in to raise your child. If they are seen by a school or seen by your family member, so that motivates you to connect more socially, right? Adamarida, for children, what are some social cues? Imitating other kids, like kids oda veladano, imitate panano, share panano toys, சேர்த்து விளையாடணும், like just being there with them, relaxing with them, going to the playground. All these are social cues for your kids that motivates them. What are some physical cues? If I ask you what are your physical cues, நீங்க சொல்வீங்க fitness, health, yoga, அதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு you can keep yourself physically fit so that you are motivated to go and work throughout your day. Similarly, for kids is the same. To make them attentive and make them focused and motivated, their physical health needs should be fulfilled. Individual cues are nothing but what individually we like. For example, I have my individual cues that motivates me would be my goal or myself, like I want to showcase myself outside. So that are some individual cues. For kids it's the same but in a very limited manner. Okay. Now let's see how do your child sleep. So as a parent, from child's point of view, to maintain a child's attention and motivation, children learn by observing more than listening to you. So they notice small things, small details that are in your voice tone. நீங்க ஸ்லோவா பேசுறீங்கவா, நீங்க சத்தமா பேசுறீங்கவா, like how are you talking to them? உங்களது modulations in voice, child observes and learns. Your facial expressions, like when you are communicating with your children, how do you express them? If you want them to stop doing something, are you angry? Are you happily saying it? How are you saying it? What is the expression? avanga adu notice பண்ணுவாங்க. Head movements, are you maintaining a consistent eye contact? Are you nodding your head? The hand gestures you use, do you show this, do you point? These are the smaller details that a child observes more than anyone. Similarly, choice of words. Communication with young depends on their developmental level. Like, are they able to understand, grasp the meaning of what you are trying to communicate with them? To get a child's attention or motivate them, you need use their name. நீங்க நேம் அவங்களது நேம் வச்சு கூப்பிடுறீங்கன்னா அவங்க கேட்பாங்க. யூஸ் சிம்பிள் லாங்குவேஜஸ், பி வெரி ஷார்ட், whatever, be very specific, use less mature language. For example, the clay would be very yucky in your mouth. Try to use more positive words and phrases. Kids pay very close attention to the words not, don't, vanda, no. They pay very close attention and they get demotivated easily. So how can you, instead of telling them what not to do, you can rephrase that by telling them what actually to do, right? So for example, instead of saying don't run, what can you tell them? Please walk. Or no more snacks. What can you tell them? Let's try to hold off until dinner time. So this way you're teaching them what to do instead of saying them what not to do. Give kids plenty of choices during discussion. Kids likes independency in making decisions. If you give them choices, you are initiating or you are encouraging them to make decisions. So for example, you can tell them, can we go for a walk or a bike ride today? Or do you want to play dough? Do you want to play with Play-Doh or paint? What do you want to do? You tell me. Right? Now, attach labels to things and feelings. For example, your kids have very limited vocabulary. They don't understand what they are trying to do. So, if he's going towards the fridge, tell him that he is doing it because he is hungry. If he's going towards the fridge, tell him that he's doing that because he's hungry or thirsty. So, like if he's walking towards the kitchen, you can step in and ask him, are you hungry? Or do you want water because you are thirsty? That way, his actions are put into words and feelings. So the next time, if he does the similar action, he will be reminded of that word that you used during that particular action, and he will try to communicate with you. Especially with special kids, patience is the key. Giving or question கேட்டுட்டு the space கொடுக்கணும், giving them that space. Like now I've asked you something, so hold on, ask the question, take a pause. That way the kids will induce self-learning, self-initiation, and there will be independency in the kids. Okay, are you all with me?
Yes, madam.
What are the reinforcements we use? We all like reinforcements, right? நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம் அது appreciation வரணும். Like it will motivate us to do more and more, right? We motivate our friends, we motivate our family members, we motivate our colleagues, we motivate everybody in some or the other way. We compliment them, we appreciate them, we tell them that whatever you're doing right now is seen by me. Like அதை வச்சு நம்ம reinforce பண்றோம், so that their behaviors get motivated and they are encouraged to do that behavior more often, right? So for children it is same. There are 3 kinds of reinforcements: praise, encourages, and rewards. Praise nurtures your child's confidence and it brings a sense of self. Like அவங்க இப்போ நீங்க டேபிள் ஒரு வீடு draw பண்ணி சொல்றீங்க, like you are asking them to draw a home, so you're just you are praising that particular behavior of that child. You are being very specific, like you have drawn such a beautiful house similar to us. That way they understand and they connect more with you. For example, if they are helping you in a household chore, say for cooking in the kitchen, they are giving you vegetables and all of that, you tell them then and there that your effort made an enormous help, like it helped me a lot, thank you for helping me out. These are some praises. What are encourages? Verbal and non-verbal. Non-verbal encourages are clapping your hands, give me a high five, smiling to them, and all those are non-verbal encourages. Verbal encourages are again the words that you choose: proud of you, very good, good, and all of these things. the rewards. Rewards is a big reinforcement. What you choose to give your child at the end of that particular behavior, be very careful in choosing that. For example, you can ask them, since you have cleaned your room, let's go to the playground and play for an hour. Or you can choose to eat whatever you can choose to eat your favorite dish today. I will cook you your favorite dish today because you cleaned your room. Or you can also say that I'll give you extra play time if you study this. So these are some small rewards. These are some rewards that you can use to encourage your child's positive behavior. Now, do you all spend time with your kids? Yes, I want you all to talk to me. Do you all spend time with your kids? Yes,
Yes,
you do.
ma'am. Yes.
How do you spend time with your kids?
We used to play with them.
Okay.
We used to read books with them.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll explain about things like, see, இதான் hot water, இப்படிதான் பாட்டில்ல ஊத்தணும். And see, அண்ணாக்கு இதெல்லாம் எடுத்து வைக்கணும், ஸ்நாக்ஸ் வாட்டர் பாட்டில். And இப்ப அண்ணா படிக்கிறான், வா நம்ம ரெண்டு பேரும் ஜூல ஆடலாம். Like this, we used to spend with them.
Okay, very good, ma'am. Rebecca ma'am says holding hands for writing practice coloring. Okay. What else? How do you spend time with kids? More like Soumya ma'am solranga, she's making her interactive time with her kid. She's spending a very interactive time with her kid. Okay. Taking him to the terrace to play around and teaching him to dry clothes. Okay.
We used to sit in a balcony and see birds and the vehicles which is moving, and we used to explain with colors, red
Okay.
bike, yellow auto, and
Okay.
pink bus. So like this, we used to discuss about vehicles, fast, slow.
Okay,
Those are
that is very
things.
good, ma'am. So you are making your time spent with your kids very interactive, in a way interactive, so that she also learns words and she can interact with you.
Yes,
When
we
in
used
the-
to play hide and seek also.
That's fun, ma'am. Okay, so there are two types of time we spend with our kids. One is quantitatively how much time you spend with your kid. Like either 1 hour, 2 hour, now 24/7 and a kid da irke. That is quantity of time. But your kid wants the quality of time that you spend with them. Even if you are with your kid for an hour, you make that hour a qualitative time for your kid. Like the body language that I said, you maintain all those, maintain a consistent eye contact, you talk to your child's level, you use non-verbal gestures while communicating, nodding your head, using encouragers when you are with your kid. Like Soumya ma'am said, Rebecca ma'am said, making it very interactive so that your child learns words during that 1 hour of time also. So this is the actual time you spend with your kids. So if I ask you, what would you choose, the quality of time that you spend with your kids or the quantity of time you spend with your kids? What would be your answer? Obviously, everybody will choose the quality of time that we spend with our kids, right? Now, parenting style. So every parent is different because every individual is born different. They have their own talent, they have their own things to give, right? So when we become parent, we become these 5 kinds. One, we become the martyr. Martyr now, we are ready to do anything for our child. Be it good, be it bad, we are willing to do everything and anything for our child. The police officer, they will come to you like, if your child obeys you, your child should obey all the rules that you set. If not, even that small mistake will be punished. The friend, you are there for your child, you listen to them, you don't set rules, you don't set boundaries, you just let them be their own selves. The teacher or the counselor, here you be present in your child's every movement. You guide them, you correct their right, you correct their wrongs, you right their wrongs, or you tell them this is good, this is bad, and you explain why is it bad, why is it good. So the teacher or the counselor. The athletic coach, you train them now for the future that is going to come for there in their lives. So you keep training them today for all the hardships that they're going to face in the future in their life. So, who are you as a parent? Again, I would request you all to use the chat box, and the screen is visible to you all. Just be honest with yourself. இது எனக்காக இல்ல, இது உங்களுக்காகதான், for your child. So, who you are as a parent.
Sometimes we could be all of it too.
Yeah, it's a mixture, ma'am. But who you are, like, what is the first thing that comes in your mind when you see this table as a parent? Who you are? Different at different situations, ma'am. Okay. Okay.
Mostly the pal, ma'am.
The friend. Okay.
Mostly, but we do play all the roles.
Yeah,
But-
definitely. But mostly, dominantly, you are the friend.
Yes.
You're there for your child. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, a friend, a friend.
Athletic coach.
Okay, ma'am. You're the athletic coach. Yes.
And the teacher counselor also, ma'am.
Okay, teacher, counselor. Police officer யாருமே இல்ல.
அவங்க தான் மேம் எங்களுக்கு போலீஸ் ஆபீசர்.
And that is very true, ma'am. I agree with you. Yes, sir. As a parent, நீங்க எப்படி sir? Friend, police officer, the teacher, athletic coach, or who? It is very important also, like, to identify who you are as a parent. ஒரு வாட்டி நீங்க ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணீங்க நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க, like who you are as a parent, you will understand actually what your child wants and actually who you are. So is there similarity in both, or do you have to change the pattern in your styling, in your parenting style? I can tell that moms are martyrs for their children. Agreed. Mom will do anything and everything for their kid. Yes, ma'am. Anshu, ma'am, Jennifer. Okay. In the further slide, it will come. Why is it important to identify who you are as a parent? Now, we saw how do your child observes you. Now let's see how you observe your child, right? Or how you can observe your child so that you modulate or you change according to your child's body language, verbal communication, etc., etc. So first thing would be observing your child's body language. Since they have a very limited vocabulary, அவங்ககிட்ட ரொம்ப கம்மி தான் வேர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. So you need to pay attention to the non-verbal cues that they give you. For example, crying, acting out, throwing tantrums, tugging onto you, restlessness, aggressiveness, physically manipulating object or person. What are all these things telling to you is your child is either uncomfortable in that particular situation, or your child is disinterested, bored, or your child needs feeling insecure, so needs your attention more to feel protected. These are all few things you can make a note of if your child are showing these body languages. Verbal communication. Even if they are trying to communicate with you, since they have a limited vocabulary, their response could be delayed. They use repetitions. comprehension, sounds. So as a parent, you step in if all these things are there, and you try to use more words, try to communicate according to their level of understanding, and communicate, give them words to communicate with you. So as I said, everybody as a parent will choose the quality of time you spend with your kids. So you can use the 80/20 rule. What this rule says is, whenever you are with your children, 80% of the time, make sure you are with your child. You are with your child. That means you are actually there, maintaining consistent eye contact. Your body language seems to be as your child is paying attention to you, and 80% of the time you are actually focused on them. 20% of the time you can also be yourself, and you can also let your children be themselves. So that way you connect more, because you're also making them do what you want them to do, and you're also giving them that liberty to do what they want to do. So this is 80/20 rule. And as I asked you earlier, who you are as a parent has an influence on your child's behavior. So if you have if you have identified who you are as a parent, notice the behaviors in your child that is influencing through your parenting style. Okay, if you're willing to share, the chat box is open. You can share what are the behaviors that you observe when you use a particular parenting style to your children. Now, everybody has this question. நான் reinforcements யூஸ் பண்றேன், நான் அது கொடுக்குறேன், நான் எல்லாமே கொடுக்குறேன், but still I am not able to see any change in my child's behavior, right? So how do you measure the reinforcements that you are giving them? You observe these things in your child, the routines, the rituals that they are indulged in, the unrealistic expectations that they have. Like, they know once you give them a chocolate for reinforcing, every time you are asking them to do something, first they would want the reinforcement, because they know my mother or my father will give me the reinforcement, and so they have that unrealistic expectation set. Sensory sensitivities and overload, the discomfort, the tiredness, the level of interest. These are some measurements that you can actually on a daily basis note down and see if actually your reinforcement is working, or your child is still in these zones, like the routines, the rituals, the unrealistic expectations, the tiredness. Their level of interest is the same. I'm not able to increase neither decrease. Okay, so any questions still here? Okay, so I'll finish the session and then we'll have a question answer round. So these are few activities to enhance attention through motivation of your child. Use your own space to create his own space. That is, your space is your home, especially mother, or for a father, it would be his work area. So use that space to create your child's space. Let them indulge into your work life, let them indulge into your household chores, and let them connect with you while you are actually working. Active screen time, shared screen space. One way of doing sharing the screen space with your kids is switching off the sound of the television or of the video, and then just practicing what they're trying to say, or just giving the opportunity to your kid, அது என்ன சொல்ற இப்போ, என்ன தெரியுது, like the sound is off, so only the video is seen. So just sit with your kid and just try to talk to them, or just make funny faces, or make it more interactive or funnier, so that the next time your child wants to watch screen only with you, because it was very fun and motivating for him. Adventure and outdoor activities, as you all know already. Interactive play in your kitchen, in your work time, in your office time. You make your kid sit with you, let him help you, so that it is not hectic for you also as a parent, and it is also fun for your kid to spend time at home. Star counting, this is a very good exercise for improving attention. Mixed means likes and dislikes. Mixed means as in whatever he likes or whatever she likes, you can mix with whatever he doesn't like or she doesn't like. So that way your child will be very particular in eating what he likes only from the bowl and ignoring what he doesn't like. This is also exercise for attention. Sorting pulses based on colors or based on their what to say, quantity. For older adults, for older children, it can be based on quantity. For smaller children, it can be based on colors. Picture timetables, like every day there is a schedule for every kid at home. Am I right? So you can help them make a picture timetable, like this one, helping at home picture. These are few activities. Okay. This is you can take a screenshot of this particular slide. These are few brain gym activities for your kids that you can practice at home. Brain buttons, unlocking ears, cross crawls, hookups, more hookups, figure eights, symmetrical air drawing. So these are brain gym activities through which you enhance a kid's concentration and attention level. And these are few brain activation exercise for you. I would like you all to switch on your videos and practice this with me once. Can we all try this? Yes, ma'am. Can we all try this? Hello. Ma'am, can we all try this, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So I want you all to one hand thumb, the other hand pinky, the little finger.
ஊதுறேன் இங்க பாரு ஒரு நிமிஷம் நம்ம ஒரு எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணலாம் நம்ம எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணலாமா
Okay, thumb and pinky. Now thumb and pinky. So it should shift from one hand to another. Thumb and pinky, right? Thumb and pinky. Thumb and the little finger. Thumb and the little finger. Can you all try? Yes. So this is for you. Like you can take this thumb and point is thumb and point. So you need to change again. Thumb and point. Thumb and point. This is actually tough. I know, ma'am. This you need to practice on an everyday basis. You can take a screenshot of this particular slide and in the next upcoming episodes of this parent education program, we will give a video showcase of all these things. Is it okay, ma'am? Okay. So thank you. I hope the presentation was useful, and the topic, the attention and concentration of your child, is actually as important as money, because it's very hard to earn and easy to lose. Yes. Now, any questions?
how to handle if they have a very tough tantrum, ma'am? We should leave as such how they are, or we should ignore them, or we should talk to them that or divert them. What to be done when they are in high tantrum?
Okay, you mean when they are throwing tantrums for a longer period of time, what you should do at that particular time as a parent?
Yes.
It is very important to not pay attention to all their tantrums. For example, being very careful in paying attention to actually what they are trying to say. Like that, if it is about their needs or their wants, you can pay attention, but not paying attention to all the behaviors, all the crying out zones.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Any other questions? Anyone? Gautam, ma'am. Gautam ma'am, you had questions initially, no? Yes, Irene, you have raised your hand. You have a question.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Initially, you were telling about that types of characters we have to play with the kids. So, like friend, martyr, policeman, all those stuff. So, in certain situations, we have to be the policeman type of guy, and in certain situations, friend type. So, do you think that once we play the policeman role, and next we are going to play the friend's role, so there might be some issues that might occur because the kid may not be ready, willing to see us as a friend after he has got a little bit freaked out from seeing us as a policeman over there.
Okay. So definitely, yes, the kid takes a longer time to adapt to changing situations, especially when you are his parent, right? So you need to maintain a particular consistent style that you are using in your parenting throughout his throughout his growth. If you want to be a police officer, be a police officer. If you want to be a friend, be a friend. But if you want to change, shift from one to other, make sure you try to you tell why are you shifting. Like, if certain things are good, certain things are bad, now you want to just let them be, so you're telling them these are bad because of these reasons, these are good because of these reasons. So if you're now becoming a friend, make sure you consistently become only a friend and don't go back to either police officer or any other parenting style that you want to opt. So there should be very consistency, because kids take, for adapting to any change, kids take a very long time.
Okay, understood that one. So, do you think that maybe out of not because of the kid, maybe some of our personal issues or some office issues or something, uh, suddenly, if he just comes to us, he too is not in a good mood. He has done something naughty, and due to the frustration, actually, I was not supposed to burst out, but due to my frustration, in case I burst out now, and after some time, I apologize for that. You think you'll be, kids of that mindset, will they be able to accept that, or will that be in their mind for a longer period?
No, they will accept. Actually, if you're actually being very, if you be specific in your behavior, like I shouted at you not because of you, but because of my personal frustration and all of that. We think that kids will not understand all this, but they understand all of these things as well. If we be specific and if we tell them that this was because of this and not because of you, and they will accept your apology.
Okay, okay. And like one last question from my side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not sure about this. Do you think that kids get affected regarding things that are happening around them? For example, no one is scolding the child, but maybe like scolding the brother, his brother or some other known person, or like the neighbors are fighting or something like that. Do you think it will affect their mentality?
Yes, it does. Kids observe, as I said earlier also, kids observe and learn more than they listen and learn. So their observation, they also notice the smaller details in everybody, in your, as a parent, as a grandfather. So if you're scolding your elder brother for something, make sure you tell the reason to your elder son itself, so that your child understands and he will not repeat the similar mistake, because he knows that that reaction of my father would be getting scolded from him, so I would not repeat that similar mistake.
Okay, that is in the case of the brother. So suppose if some uncontrollable factors such as maybe the neighbors are fighting and the voice is reaching out home or something like that. In that case, we are not able to control that fight. So how do we make the kid understand that this does not concern you, it's not to you, and you should not follow this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got your question, sir. One way you can just talk to them that this is not something related to us. It is not
Okay.
affecting that. They are not fighting, but you can use different words, like they are arguing for something, or they want they want something, so they are having an argument within their family. It will get sorted out the next day morning, so that
Ma'am,
will not be bothered.
to a 5-year-old kid, if you tell all this stuff, he'll understand. I mean, he will catch up. But to 2.5 to 3 years kids, that too, if they are not that much mature enough, like other than talking, is there a way that we can show them that this is not the right thing?
You can move them from that situation to a situation where you can distract them first, and you can tell them that the place rumbo noisy, let's go to other room, or let's go to wherever they will pay attention to. You can take them to that particular room.
Okay, understood. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? That it will be last question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
Soumya again. I just have a common doubt. What to do with the child when the child is knowingly doing things which makes us irritating? The child knows very well. For example, Karunya is watching me and doing the thing which I am saying not to do. So how to handle that? Like smiling and diverting her will do, or we have to be strict in that case?
Actually, you have to be neutral. This is because your child has observed earlier when she was trying to irritate you. You actually got irritated, like you smiled, you irritated. So that's why the child's behavior is encouraged, and she keeps on doing it on a repeated basis. So you need to keep a neutral face for it to for you to make your child calm down, like to not repeat that behavior again. Keep a neutral face. Do not pay attention to every time she tries to irritate you. Just let her do whatever she wants to, because there will be a stop to even that behavior. She will do it for some time, but then she will ignore it because you're not paying attention to it. So she will also stop.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
So Gautam, our moms had a question. Because her child's behavior are repeating, right, ma'am? Gautam, ma'am, are you there? Okay. Any other questions, or we shall end the meeting, and we will see you all in the next episode of this parent education program with a different topic. I will share the feedback link. Just a moment. The feedback link is in the chat box. You can use this feedback link and give a feedback. And also there is a suggestions question where you can suggest what are the different topics that you want for our next episodes. Okay. Have a good evening, everyone. I hope you all have taken the feedback form link. Please give your valuable feedback. Thank you for joining us today at the Sixsenses Parent Education Program Series 1, Episode 2. Thank you.